Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll start the class.
Yes, sir.
Right. So last class we have seen rethrowing exception. Is it visible window program?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So last class I've shown this and I explained also. So corresponding when you have the multiple exceptions, how it will be executing. So one is called the arithmetic exception, one is called array index bound of exception. So arithmetic exception means 8 by 0, it will be executing this, and 16 by 4 no problem, 32 by 4 no problem, 64 by 0 is nothing but again this one only. Remaining time, then this numerator divided by denominator it will be executing. That means 4 by 2 will be executing. Now this arithmetic exception, this is nothing but 4, this is nothing but 8, again arithmetic exception. Next, this is nothing but because numerator elements are there, denominator there is no elements. So now it will execute the array index bound of exception. Array index bound of exception means for the denominator there is no elements, but you are trying to access the denominator of 5. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from here onwards. So actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7, 8, 9 elements are not there, but here elements are there that you are trying to accessing. That is the reason it will show this. So that is the reason multiple catch exceptions also correspondingly which statement it is required that it will be executing. So as a programmer, no need to take care that. So you write any type of exception. So which exception caught that will be executing here. That is what you have to concentrate here. So which exception will be executing, that means system will be taking care. So you can write a number of exceptions and which exception is working, that it will be correspondingly will be working. So because here 8 by 0 means arithmetic, so it caught arithmetic exception, this cannot divide by 0, that it will be working. So here is 1 second. హలో హలో చెప్పా చెప్పరలేదు. తీసుకోవచ్చు. లింక్ పంపిస్తాను చూడండి, లింక్ పంపిస్తాను చూడండి, 2 days వస్తుంది. నిన్న మొన్న కూడా సండే అప్లై చేసినాడు, ఫ్రైడే అప్లై చేసినాడు, నేను నచ్చింది ఈరోజు వచ్చింది. 48 hours పడుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు అప్లై చేసినామంటే 48 hours. నేను ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ తర్వాత పంపిస్తాను లింక్, నేను క్లాస్ పక్కన పంపిస్తాను. Right, sorry for the disturbance. So what I told you is you can write any number of exceptions and which exception caught that will be displayed. So as a programmer, no need to worry for that. So you write any number of exceptions, what are the possible exceptions are there, all exceptions you can write it, the which is caught that it will be executed. So that is what I told you last class. And rethrowing exception is nothing but this one only. So rethrows the generates an exception, catch index array bound of exception. So fatal error, you can write program terminated like this. That's it. Next, closer look at the throwable classes. You have like this, many exceptions are available in Java. So we have learned 2 to 3. So based on the conditions, you can write this many exceptions. One is called throwable fill-in stack trace. Return a throwable object that contains a completed stack trace. This is nothing but the object can be rethrown. Object, you can rethrown the object. So that is what one throw exception. Another one is string get local message. Return a localized description of the exception. So another one is a string get message. Return a description of the exception. So void print stack trace is nothing but display the stack trace. Suppose when you're executing the recursion statement, something goes wrong, or if you get the 0 minus 1, something like this. So you will be getting the print stack trace. So whenever you are going for the recursion statement, you can use this also. Next is void print stack trace, print stream. So send the stack trace of the specified stream. So which stream you can want to specify the the particular stream. You can write it that one also. Next is void print stack trace. So print writer stream. So sends the stack trace to the specialized string. So string to string. Return a string object containing the description of the exception. So these are all the many strings are still some more exceptions are available. So this is in our syllabus. In our textbook, they have given this many. So normally we'll write a divide by 0 arithmetic exception. So out of bound exception. And apart from this, you have the exception this. So based on the program, based on the question, if they are specific, you can write it this one. So particular example you have to take and you have to write it. The syntaxes are same. Try which code you want to put it into the try block, and the catch statement is nothing but which type of error when you're running the program, which type of error you may be getting, that you can do it. That is what the that one. Next, finally we'll go for the finally statement. So when it will execute the final statement, why we have to write in the program final statement, that we have to learn it. Now let us see one by one. When you want to define the block of code that will execute when a try or catch block is left. So when you have the try block is there, catch block is there. So when you have that, finally statement also will be there. So doesn't matter whether it will be executing try catch or only try. So one try will be executing. So when there is no errors encountered, so it will not be executed catch statement. Then it will move to the final statement. So that is what the way of working the final statement. So sometimes try also will be executing, catch also will be executing. So then final will go to the final statement. That is what the meaning for this one. When you want to define a block of code that will execute when a try or catch block is left, anyone or both also. So next one is a method that has opened a file or network connection that need to be closed. When final statement is executing, when the network connections are established, when you are using the network connection related programs, in that case it should close the network, then it will be executing the final statement. Next one is to specify a block of code to execute when a try or catch block is excited, include final block at the end of the try class sequence. So that is what the another one. To specify the block of the code to execute when try catch block is excited. So you have to mention try catch, next final statement will be there. Next is general form of the try catch is includes finally is a shown below. So now we'll see the syntax for the final. So example, they'll be asking the what is that called, final, explain the final, give an example. So you have to write the syntax, this one, try block of the code, written modes of the errors, catch exception 1 object, handling of the exception errors, catch exception 2 exception of object, handling for the exception 2 dash dash. Finally statement will be writing like this, and you have to write the code, final code here. So that is what the final. Now let us see one example. Final is nothing but that is also like one method you will be writing. So it will be executing this one. So when you are writing the code finally, how it will be executing? Like try catch. You have the like one set of the blocks, how it will be executing. You have to see now the code, how it will be working and how it will be executing. Now let us see one example program, how it will be working. So now let us go to the program. Before going for program, another 3 statements are there. Let us see one by one. The final block will be executed whenever the execution leaves a try or catch block, no matter what conditions causes. So whether it will execute try catch or only try, no, it will not bother for the final statement. So once this both are finished or one finished, final statement will be executed. That is what the first statement. Next one, whether try block ends normally or because of an exception, last code that will be executed is defined by the final statement. So once it is executed, block statement of the try or catch statement, then finally last it at last. So final statement is you have to finish try or catch statements, or try and catch also. So once you finish this, then finally statement will be executed. That what the final statement. Example of using the concepts of the final statement. Let us see this one. So here is right. So you see here we have written a class use finally public static void main get exception of int what. So you're passing the parameters what. So that how to pass it, I've written next line and next page. I'll see that one also. I'll show you. So int t, int nums of new int of 2. So that means how many array sizes you have taken now? Two array elements you have taken. Now case 0 you have taken, case 1 you have taken, case 2 you have taken. Try is nothing but for a switch statement you kept it. Now switch of what? Case switch case 0 is nothing but t is equal to 10 divided by what. So what value you are passing? So for example, if I pass into 0, so because case value is 0 means then only it will be executing. So 0. So 10 divided by 0 is nothing but generate the divide by 0. Generate the divide by 0 is nothing but cannot divide by 0 will be executing. Then finally system.out.println leaves try. So leaves try will be executing. So in this first case, what happened? Try also executed, catch also executed, then finally statement will be executed. Now come back here. For example, if you put it 1, so 1 will, what will happen? Num of 4. So num of 4 is nothing but int size how much you have given? 2 you have given. So but I'm trying to access num of 4. So that means what? You have taken the out of bound exception. So generate the array index exception. So now it will be executing system.out.println no match element found, and it will be executing again. So last one. So finally statement is nothing but leaving the track. Now suppose again int what if you take case 2. So that is nothing but return just. So there is no catch statement will be executing. The finally leaving try will be executing. So are you getting what I'm saying? So how to execute final statement? Final statement is nothing but same program Java code you have written. Try I have kept it inside the for the switch statement I have written for the try block. So catch I have written two catches, I have written multiple catches I have written. One is called the array bound exception, another one is called the index of exception, one is called the arithmetic exception. You can write a number of exceptions, there is no problem. So now what the definition says is try or catch. Try or catch is nothing but try will be executing. So if there is no errors, catch will not be executing, then it will go to the final. Otherwise, what will happen? If any exception caught, then it will execute catch also. Then try and catch both will be executing. After executed, what will happen? Will go for the final. Now let us see the final statement. What will happen? Now see here. Finally, class finally demo public static void main string arguments. Now I is equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus. Use finally get exception of I. That means what? For what I am passing 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2 I have to pass the parameter here. See here. What is nothing but first time 0 will be passing, second time 2 will be passing, third time 3, 2 will be passing. Now can you say any one of you what output you will be getting? Already I have told you, but just tell me what output you will be getting now. 0, when it is passing 0, what is the output you will be getting? Who will say? Ravi Shankar. Ravi Shankar. Ravi Shankar. Akash.
So,
What is the output you will get for this program now? When I am passing 0, what output you will be getting? When I am passing 0, what output you will be getting? Maithili,
Sir,
what output you will be getting? When you are passing 0, what output you will be getting? See, next test, if it is online, means again like these questions only will be asking. So now if you are concentrating, output writing examination easy. So what I am saying is, when you are passing 0, it will be coming here. So 0 case will be executing. 10 divided by 0. 10 divided by 0 means which exception will be executing? Huh?
can't divide by 0.
Yes, cannot divided by 0. Next finally statement, what it will execute? Leaving try. So when it is 0, you are passing, your output should be this one, cannot divide by 0, leaving try. Next, when I am passing 1, what output you will be getting? Because you have given array size is 2, but you are accessing, you are assigning the value for the 4th location. In this case, what will happen? Generate array exception. So generate array by exception is nothing but this one. No matching element found, leaving try, second one. Next, suppose if you are passing 3, because anyway I have used loop, so third one will be executed. So just return, it will not execute anything, just leaving try. Now let us see the output of this. Hence the output produce the program receiving 0. When it is receiving 0, what happened? Cannot divide by 0. But Ravi Shankar is not available. Maithili?
Yes, sir.
So what you told is, when you are sending the 0, cannot divide by 0, sir, leaving try, finally statement, executed. What I told you, try block will be executing and catch will be executing, then finally. Sometimes only try will execute, catch will go. So that is the reason we have written final statement, try or catch, or both also. So what is our condition? Any one is true also true, both true also true only. So like the similar condition here also, cannot divide by 0. So leaving try. Now when you are receiving one signal, no matching element found. That means see here what I have written here, no matching element found. Or index out of bound exception, because num of 4 is equal to 4. So 4 is nothing but, here you have allocated memory allocation is only 2 elements. That is the reason we cannot access the 4th location, because array bound exception. That is the reason here no match element found. So now leaving the element, final statement. So that is what the leaving try. Now when you go for the last one, you have not written any code here, just written. Just return means now it will, there is no catch statement will be executing, directly it will go to the final statement. There is nothing but the system.out.println leave try. So you see here, that is what the output of this. So any doubt, please let me know here. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Ravi Shankar,
Yes, sir.
where are you, sir? You are sleeping.
Sir, no, sir, no, sir.
Huh? Then I asked you output, you didn't respond only.
Sir, that time out, I can't hear properly, sir.
So, right. So now do you got the concept now?
Yes, sir.
So final statement, when it will be executing? After finishing the try and catch, or try or catch. Final statement will be, final block will be executing end. Suppose if any network problems, network code if you have written, so that file should be closed. Suppose if you are trying to open some other file to execute the Java code, in that case, when final statement should execute means that should be closed. File should be closed, then final statement will be executing. Otherwise, try or catch. Try or catch is nothing but any one condition is true, resultant will be true, or both conditions also true, resultant will be true. So the similar fashion here also the way of working. So that is what we see here. The final block will be executed whenever the execution leaves try or catch blocks, no matter what conditions causes it. So no matter try and catch what type of conditions it may be, so it will not bother for that. Directly final statement afterwards it will be executing. So next, whether try block ends normally or because of an exception, last code that will be executed is defined by finally. Suppose there is no exception, only try block is executed in case of 3. That's what the case 3, case 0, case 1, case 2. Case 2, what happened? There is no problem, absolutely no need to execute any exception cases here. So then finally statement will be executed. That is what this one. See, whether try block ends normally or because of an exception, last code that will be executed is defined by finally statement. So final statement will be executed. So exceptions of use conceptuals are finally. So examples of using the concepts of final. So see here, you have try block, you have catch block, you have catch block finally. What I told you definition, what it says is nothing but try or catch. When both are executing, what type of matter, whatever it may be, what type of restrictions, what type of conditions, or whatever it may be, there is no problem. Then finally, after finishing these two, final statement will be executing. Some cases, even try only executing, catches will not be executing, no problem. Then after finishing this, if you are not, if the program not got any exceptions, then directly it will go to the final statement it will be executing. So that is what they try and finally statements. So why we have taken 0, 1, 2, 3 is nothing but normally what it says is nothing but so end of the program will be executing. But here that when you are applying for the loop, then only you will understand every time finally statement also will be executing. Suppose only code final means what you will understand? You will understand end of the program will be executing. No, that is we cannot say all the cases. Only some cases you can say that. So whenever you are having, you have to say finally statement. Viva also same thing, lab also. What is finally? Finally is nothing but when you have try or catch statements, after executing this, it will be executing finally statement. That's it. You close that. Then still, if they say anything, then you react for that. Otherwise, just you say only that much. So that is what they try and catch. So this entire chapter, whatever we have learned, so one part we have learned it. So how to apply try, one. Next is what we have done, how to apply try and catch. Then what we have done, try and multiple catches, and multiple tries and multiple catches also we have done it. So finally, now today's class, final statement, how to utilize in your program. So now this is what the output. That's what when you are sending the signal is 0, cannot divide by 0. So that means catch statement also executed, leaving try. Next, when you are sending the signal 1, so now no matching element found, leaving try. Next is receiving 2, there is no code in this case, just return we have given. If it is that case, return is nothing but no catch statements are executing, finally will be executing is nothing but leaving the try. So this is what the finally statement will be executing. So any queries if you are having these definitions, you can ask me. Akash,
So,
any doubt this final statement when it will be executing?
no, sir.
Sharanappa?
No, sir.
Okay. So you should maintain timings, sir. Right. So now let us go to the throws. So here you have learned is try catch. Now throws you have. So the how it will be throwing the exceptions, that also will learn it. Now actually that is the reason. Just first what I am saying is, first I am saying the definitions, explanation, then we are going back the program. again we are coming back to the definitions, and we'll see what we said it, whether it is right or wrong. That is what finally statement also have done it. So finally statements, maybe some why I'm telling is, suppose when I'm explaining this, sometimes you may be having doubt. Then when I'm telling the explanation for the program, after coming back here, then you should understand very clearly what theory says. Then you can write the examination very easily. There is no problems. Now let us see this one. If a method generate an exception, that exceptions, if any method generate the exceptions, it does not handle, it must declare that exceptions in throws class. Suppose when you have the method, suppose if it is does not handle any errors, how to throw the exceptions. So Java, that is also available. Now return type, method name, parameters list. So this is the syntax for the throwing the exceptions. Throws exception list body. So this is the way of writing the throws method. So you can write it the throws methods also in your Java code. So now here is exception, the list. Exceptions list is nothing but this one. What is that called is nothing but is a common separated list of exceptions that the method might throw outside of itself. Outside of itself is nothing but, so when you are writing the method, if it is not able to, does not handle the errors, then throws you have written. So that throws exception, you can write what type of exception you want to write it. That means user defined, you have written it, but I can write some different errors. So different throws, how I can write it. Let us see that one next. Next is, here is nothing but exception list is nothing but is a common separated list of the exceptions that the method might throw outside of the itself. Next, with performance of the keyboard input, you should add the class. So here is nothing but what, when you can write the throws of the exception is nothing but you should write the input values through keyboard. So then only you can write the throws of the exceptions. So that is what the throws exception. For that you have to write throws java.io.exception, you have to write it. Whenever you are writing throws exception, you have to write javas space java.io exception, you have to write it, then you have to write the program. Now let us see that how to write it. Just let me see the theory, then we'll go for the program. Next, an example that handles IO exceptions. So examples of the handle of IO exceptions. Next is, it creates a method called prompt. So it creates one method called prompt, which displays a prompting message and then reads the character from the keyboard. So when you are reading from the keyboard, that's what already I told you, we had discussed. So when you are writing this type of throws exception, we have to take the input values from the through keyboard. Then only we can write the throws exceptions. So now it creates, that is what the second one. Since the input is being performed, an exception might occur. So since input is being performed, and IO exception might occur. So IO exception also may be occurring in this case. Next, to prompt, that is called one method. Uses a throws, which means that the calling method must handle it. So throws, which means that the calling method must handle it. So calling method only must handle the exceptions also. Now the following example, the calling method is main and the deals with an error. So let us see the errors with how to utilize the throws exception when you are taking the input through keyboard. Let us see the example here, how it will work. Now just use throws have written. Class throws demo, public static void main, prompt string str. So string str is will take from the other one. So like previous program have written. Next is throws, you have to write this one, java.io.io exception. Notice called the throws exception. This is, here it is available your exception. So you need to write this one, then only your program will work, otherwise it will not work. Now system.out.println string, enter the string str. So it will display for your reference purpose str. Now return character of system.in.read. You enter some character or enter the string. Now let us see this one. Public static void main. Here is, this function will be taking through keyboard the values. Now let us see here, public static void main string arguments. character is ch. Try ch is equal to prompt enter the letter. So since prompt might throws an exception, a call to it must be enclosed within the try block because prompt enter the block. So now because prompt they have given ch is equal to enter the prompt. So here what will happen? Exceptions throws how it will be throwing this one. Now catch java.io.io exception you see system.out.println. So that is called IO exceptions occurred. Input output exceptions occurred because just prompt enter the text. There is no you are not taking any text in this case. So now ch is equal to x you give it. Now system.out.println what character you have pressed that is called the x. That is what the throws exception simple example. So still some more examples are available. Let us see this one. So now throws exception is nothing but what? How to write is nothing but throws is nothing but it is available input output exceptions input output. So way of writing is nothing but this one throws demo public static void character prompt strings throws java.input.output.io exception. I and O, E is the capital letters. So all three characters are capital letters. So once you write this system.out.println str colon return that system.in.read what character you are entering. So now it will go to the main program. Ch is equal to prompt enter a letter. So catch input output exceptions. So when it is executing the this is the throwing exception, this is nothing but the this exception. Now Java built-in exceptions are available that we'll see in the next class because college will close at 12:30. So I have to wind up this, and if you have any doubt you can ask me. If you have any problem for this today's class or previous class exceptions, please ask me. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, so you have to practice the programs, then only you can learn it. So you practice, by practicing only programming you will be getting. So just looks like seeing is simple programs only. Hey, okay, no problem, just code I've written, I can insert try block, there is no problem at all. So no, you have to write once code, then you try to insert some block try, then you try to write the some of the code for the exception, then add it. Then once you understand this, then go for the final statements. Once you understand this, then finally delete it, then go for the throws exception. So like this one by one you have to practice exceptions. So initially we have done single exception, so then how to add multiple exceptions. So all these things one by one you have to practice. Some of the people told there is no system, take pen paper, practice it the programs, then only you will understand, otherwise it is very difficult. So by practicing only you can learn the program. Take some new problems and try to solve it out. Okay, any doubt? Shall I close? Bye.
Yes, sir. Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.